Welcome to another deep dive. Really glad you could join us wherever you are right now. Maybe you're out for a morning walk or stuck on a long drive, or maybe just having a quiet coffee moment. I'm excited you're here because today, well, we're getting into something pretty fundamental about business. It's this big contrast, right, between the stuff that's super trendy and then just disappears and the things that really truly last.
The enduring ideas.
Exactly. We've all seen them, haven't we? Those businesses that explode onto the scene, big hype all over the news, the next big thing.
Oh yeah, total media darlings for a minute.
And then poof, gone. Like think back to fidget spinners. Remember that craze? It was wild.
It's huge. Millions, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. Dust collectors.
Totally. Or, some of those NFT collections, the massive surge, the headlines, and then for many, a pretty sharp drop.
Volatile is putting it mildly for some of those, yeah.
And all those drop shipping gimmicks, they called them. Promised the world instant riches.
Right, the easy money angle.
And vanished faster than you could, clear your browser cache. They were everywhere. And then just not.
That's the nature of a fad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Burns bright, burns fast.
But today, we're shifting gears. We're talking about something completely different, something with real staying power. We're diving into evergreen business ideas.
The perennials of the business world.
That's a good way to put it. So, what makes a business evergreen? Well, simply put, these are the kinds of businesses that haven't just been around for years or decades, sometimes centuries.
Right, they weather the storms, tech shifts, economic dips, social media trends. They just keep going.
They have this timeless quality. And our goal for this deep dive today, it's really clear. We want to give you, our listeners, some solid insights into building long-term income, finding ventures that are actually pretty low risk compared to chasing trends, and tapping into markets with steady, predictable demand.
It's about stability over sensation.
Exactly. This isn't about finding the next get-rich-quick thing. It's about understanding how to build something solid, something sustainable, something resilient. So whether you're maybe taking notes or just mentally sketching things out or even just absorbing the info, settle in. I think this is going to be really valuable.
And what's so interesting right from the start is why these businesses last. It almost always comes back to really fundamental human needs.
Needs, not wants.
Precisely. It's not about what's fashionable this second, but what's always essential. Food, shelter, clothing, health, learning, things like that.
Things we can't really live without.
Right. These businesses serve those constant universal requirements. And that means their relevance just doesn't fade away. So for you as an entrepreneur, you get to build on this foundation of consistent, almost guaranteed demand. It's a totally different ballgame than trying to catch the next wave. Much more stable.
That difference between fad and fundamental, that's the core idea, isn't it?
It really is.
So if we're talking fundamental human needs, where do we even begin? There's one obvious place, something everyone does multiple times, every single day.
Gotta be food.
Exactly. Let's dive into the food business. Now, okay, I know what some people might think. Restaurants, food service, isn't that super competitive? Lots of places open and close.
It can be, absolutely. No denying the competition. But the evergreen principle is rock solid. People have to eat.
It's non-negotiable.
Right. And it's not just about survival. Food is comfort, it's celebration, it's convenience, it's exploring new tastes. The need is constant. But what's really fascinating, I think, is how the way we get food, the types of food businesses, are always evolving. That constant change actually creates new opportunities, even if the market looks crowded.
That's a great point. Can you give an example?
Sure. Think about economic downturns. Like back in 2008, fine dining took a hit, right? But often, more budget-friendly places, fast casual concepts, they actually saw business pick up. People still wanted to eat out or grab something convenient, just maybe at a lower price point.
Trading down, but not out.
Exactly. Or look at the pandemic more recently. Massive, explosive growth in ghost kitchens, delivery apps.
Oh yeah, that changed everything.
It showed incredible adaptability. Businesses pivoted fast to lower overheads, direct-to-consumer models. They didn't need that expensive storefront anymore, necessarily.
So the basic needs stayed, but the delivery method just shifted massively.
Precisely. And that flexibility is key. It shows you can adapt and find new niches without maybe the huge traditional investment.
And the creativity within food is just huge, isn't it? I mean, the possibilities.
Oh, endless. You could start small, maybe a specialty coffee cart, great beans, some nice pastries. Maybe that grows into a little cafe.
Or like those food trucks you see everywhere now.
Right. Build a following for, amazing fusion tacos or something unique. You can go where the crowds are.
And what about things like meal prep? That seems big.
bag. Huge, especially catering to busy professionals or people with specific dietary needs, healthy eating, vegan, gluten-free, whatever.
Yeah.
You could potentially start that from a certified home kitchen or a shared commercial kitchen space.
So many different angles.
The range of styles, business models. There's room for almost any kind of passion if you find your niche.
But just having good food isn't enough, right?
Right.
What's the key to actually making it work long term?
That's crucial. Great taste is table stakes, really. You absolutely need a deep understanding of who you're serving. What are their specific cravings, their preferences, their budget?
Know your customer.
Deeply. Are you targeting the health crowd with organic, plant-based stuff? Or maybe bringing a unique ethnic cuisine to an area that lacks it? Or perhaps perfecting comfort food classics but doing it exceptionally well, using local ingredients, having a great story.
And the operations side must be tough too.
Oh yeah. Managing food costs, minimizing waste, that's huge. Streamlining your service, whether it's in-person or delivery, it needs to be efficient.
And keeping people coming back.
Customer service, absolutely.
Yeah.
Turning that first-time visitor into a regular. That comes down to consistent quality, yes, but also great service, a welcoming atmosphere, making them feel valued.
So it seems simple food, but there's a lot of business strategy under the surface.
Definitely. Don't underestimate the complexity behind a successful food venture.
Okay, moving from feeding ourselves to, well, covering ourselves. Let's talk about clothing and apparel, another obvious basic need, right?
Nice, absolutely. But like food, there's more to it than just the basic necessity.
How so?
Well, if you connect it to the bigger picture, clothing is so much about identity, self-expression, how we present ourselves to the world, belonging to a group.
It's a form of communication.
A very powerful one. And that deep human desire for expression, for identity, that's what really fuels the constant demand beyond just needing cover. Entrepreneurs can tap into those deeper motivations.
So while specific fashion trends might be fickle.
Exactly. Trends come and go, notoriously fast sometimes. But the underlying need for clothes keeps going. Babies are born, they grow. Seasons change, requiring different wardrobes. Personal styles evolve. Society shifts.
So that constant change actually creates openings.
Absolutely. It means the industry is always dynamic, always offering new niches, new opportunities for innovation, even for small players.
And you don't need to be like a giant fashion label to get started, right?
Not at all. You
Right.
can start really lean these days. Think about a custom t-shirt business. You can use print-on-demand services.
Like Printful or Printify.
Exactly. So you don't hold any inventory yourself. You just design, market, and they handle printing and shipping when an order comes in. Very low risk to start.
Or what about thrift stores? That seems huge now.
Massive. Online thrift stores tap into affordability, yes, but also that growing desire for sustainable fashion, the whole circular economy idea. That takes good curation skills, understanding online marketplaces rather than manufacturing.
So finding your niche seems really key here.
Crucial. And the niches are incredibly varied. You mentioned drop shipping earlier. Again, that's possible here, but you really need to vet your suppliers carefully for quality and reliability.
What other niches are strong?
We're seeing a big push towards eco-friendly and sustainable brands. People care more about ethical production, materials.
Right.
Culturally inspired fashion is another powerful area, connecting with specific communities or aesthetics. And then you have super specific categories like adaptive clothing for people with disabilities or high-performance gear for niche sports, maternity wear.
And reaching those niche audiences is easier now.
Much easier thanks to online platforms,
Oh.
Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. They're visual mediums, perfect for fashion. You can target ads with incredible precision, build a community, sell directly to consumers, bypassing the traditional retail system.
Building that direct connection.
Yes. And that's how you build stability. Find your niche, whether it's, ethical kids' clothes or bespoke wedding accessories. Build a loyal audience around that specific value proposition.
And then it becomes more than just selling clothes.
Exactly. It becomes a steady income machine because you're selling an identity, a solution, a connection. It requires consistency and really understanding that specific customer.
Okay, let's shift to something maybe less glamorous, but potentially very profitable. Number 3, cleaning services.
Ah, yes. Often overlooked, but incredibly solid.
Why evergreen? It seems pretty straightforward.
Well, the unglamorous aspect is actually its strength in some ways.
Yeah.
It addresses a super widespread, very real need: convenience and order.
People just don't have time or don't want to spend their time cleaning.
Precisely. We're busy. We prioritize other things. Many people would much rather pay someone to clean their home or office than do it themselves. That creates constant high demand.
And the customer base is broad too, right? Not just homes.
Very broad. You've got residential houses, obviously, but also commercial offices, big and small. Retail stores, medical clinics have specific needs. Post-construction sites need cleanup. After-party cleanups, the need for clean, hygienic spaces is everywhere.
So steady demand. What about starting up? Is it expensive?
Actually, the barrier to entry financially is remarkably low. You need basic supplies, reliable transport, maybe some simple marketing to get those first clients. That makes it really accessible.
Okay, so what's the secret sauce then? If it's easy to start, how do you succeed?
The secret sauce is trust. That's the core asset here.
Trust. How so?
Think about it. You're letting someone into your home, your office, your private space. It's not just about making surfaces shine. It's about the client having peace of mind, knowing their space is respected, secure, handled professionally.
Right, that makes sense. Reliability is key.
Absolutely critical. Unwavering reliability, showing up on time every time, professionalism in how you communicate, how you present yourself, the quality of the work.
And if you nail those things,
referrals become your best friend.
Yeah.
Seriously. Word of mouth in this industry is incredibly powerful. Happy clients to their friends, their neighbors, their colleagues. It drives growth organically, much more effectively than ads sometimes.
So it scales well. You start small, build trust, get referrals.
Exactly. And scaling is very possible. Once you have a solid base and a great reputation, you can hire and train a team. That lets you take on more jobs, maybe specialize, cover a larger area.
Are there specific niches within cleaning that are growing?
Definitely. We're seeing a real premium market emerge for things like eco-friendly cleaning, using non-toxic, sustainable products. That appeals to a specific customer segment.
Health-conscious, environmentally aware people.
Right. Also, deep sanitizing services, that got a huge boost recently, obviously. Specialized services like carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, window washing. These often command higher prices.
So even in a traditional business like cleaning, there's room for innovation and specialization.
Always. Adapting to what customers value now, whether it's health, sustainability, or specific types of cleaning that's key to long-term success.
Okay, next up, an industry that feels like it's just exploding everywhere you look. Health and wellness. Number 4.
Oh, absolutely booming. And for good reason.
What makes this one so evergreen? It feels like trends come and go here too. Diets, fitness fads.
True. There are definitely trends within wellness. But the underlying driver is constant. The fundamental human desire to feel good. To be healthy, live longer, manage stress, have energy. That's not going away.
It's a universal aspiration.
Exactly. And if you connect it to the bigger picture, this boom reflects huge societal shifts. We're moving much more towards preventative health, not just treating sickness, towards personal optimization, and a much more holistic view of well-being, mind, body, spirit.
Not just physical fitness?
Not at all. It encompasses mental health, emotional well-being, nutrition, stress management, sleep. It's broad. And that actually raises a really interesting question for the future.
Which is?
How will technology keep personalizing wellness? Think AI coaches, wearables, tracking more data, virtual therapy. How will tech make wellness even more accessible, and what new business opportunities does that create?
That's a big question. So the range of businesses here is huge then.
Immense. You've got the more traditional paths, personal training, face-to-face or virtual now. Yoga studios, meditation classes often specialized like prenatal yoga or mindfulness for anxiety. Nutrition coaching, highly personalized.
Add in the mental health side.
Critically important and growing fast. Licensed counseling, therapy, often delivered via telehealth now, which increases access significantly.
What about apps and digital stuff?
Huge area. Wellness apps tracking sleep, hydration, mood, guided meditations, fitness routines. Then there's selling products, supplements, healthy snacks, eco-friendly workout gear, creating content, fitness videos on YouTube, wellness blogs, building communities.
So lots of entry points depending on your skills and passion.
Absolutely. And the value you provide is really profound, isn't it? You're directly helping people improve their health, their vitality, their quality of life.
That must be rewarding.
Hugely. This is a field where profitability and deep personal fulfillment can really go hand in hand. When you see clients make real positive changes, it's incredibly motivating.
And that passion probably comes across to clients too.
Definitely. Authenticity matters a lot in wellness. People are looking for genuine support. Oh, and another angle is corporate wellness companies investing in their employees' health. That's a big B2B market too.
Okay, our 5th evergreen idea taps into another fundamental human drive, the desire to learn. We're talking tutoring and online education.
Yes, the endless quest for knowledge and skills.
What strikes me here is, like, if you know something well, truly understand it, you basically have a potential business right there.
That's a great way to put it. Knowledge itself is valuable capital, and the demand for learning, it never stops. It's perpetual.
Why is it so constant?
Well, think about the whole life cycle. Kids in school need help with tough subjects, exam prep. Adults want to learn new languages for travel or work, pick up practical skills like coding or cooking, develop creative talents.
And professionals need to keep learning too, right?
Constantly. The workplace changes so fast. Upskilling, reskilling, it's essential to stay relevant and competitive. So the need spans all ages and stages of life.
And technology has obviously transformed how this happened.
Radically. One-on-one tutoring. Platforms like Zoom make it global. You can teach someone on the other side of the world.
And online courses.
Huge platforms now. Skillshare, Teachable, Coursera, Udemy, Kajabi. You can create a comprehensive course on almost anything and sell it to a massive audience. It's evergreen content that can generate income over time.
Or even just sharing knowledge through videos.
Absolutely. Educational YouTube channels are massive. You monetize through ads, sponsorships, maybe selling supplementary materials like worksheets or ebooks.
So the format has changed, but the core need hasn't.
Exactly. And that's what's fascinating, isn't it? Education evolves from apprenticeships centuries ago to universities, now to digital platforms. But that basic human drive to learn and improve is constant.
Which leads to a key question for anyone in this space.
Right. How do we ensure quality? With education becoming so democratized, so fragmented online, how do we maintain standards? How do we make sure the learning is actually effective and accessible, not just available? That's a big challenge and opportunity.
What does it take to be good at this then? Is it just about having degrees?
Credentials can help, sure, especially for formal subjects. But honestly, the real skill is being able to simplify, to take complex ideas and make them clear, engaging, maybe even fun.
Making it understandable.
Exactly. Patience, clear communication, breaking things down into digestible steps. Whether you're teaching quantum physics or how to bake sourdough bread, that ability to make it accessible is what people pay for. It's about empowering others with knowledge.
And that's always valuable.
Always. We're also seeing growth in things like focus boot camps, micro-credentials, short, intense programs tied directly to specific job skills. That's another strong niche.
Okay, let's switch gears to something that involves a lot of heart and maybe fur. Number 6, pet services.
Ah, yes, the power of pets.
It's kind of amazing, isn't it? People's connection to their animals, and it translates into serious business.
It really does. The spending on pets is enormous and consistently grows. People treat their pets like family members.
You really do. Spoil them rotten sometimes.
Absolutely. And that deep emotional bond, coupled with the financial investment people are willing to make, creates this incredibly robust, stable market around pet care.
So the why evergreen is that deep bond.
That's a huge part of it. Pet ownership is high, it's growing in many places, and owners are willing to spend significantly on health, grooming, food, toys, services, everything.
And many services are needed regularly, right?
Exactly. That's key for stability. Grooming isn't usually a one-off. Dog walking is often daily or weekly. Pet sitting for holidays or work trips. This recurring demand creates a predictable income stream. It's not just transactional, it builds loyalty.
What are some examples beyond the obvious, like grooming and walking?
Oh, lots of creative niches. Pet photography is popular. People want nice portraits of their furry family.
I've seen that.
Custom pet treats focusing on healthy, organic, hypoallergenic ingredients. That taps into the human health trend spilling over to pets.
Makes sense. What else?
Things like specialized training puppy classes, agility training, even pet massage therapy or acupuncture, pet-friendly hotels and travel services. The market keeps expanding.
So if you love animals, this could be ideal.
It's often called a dream business for animal lovers for that reason. You combine passion with a real, scalable business model.
And it can start small.
Very easily. Start as a solo dog walker in your neighborhood. Build up clients through word of mouth, maybe add pet sitting. Then perhaps hire someone, maybe eventually open a small grooming shop or daycare. It scales quite naturally if you provide great service. And connecting it back, it's really about providing convenience and peace of mind for the owners. That's the service. Which raises another question.
Go on.
How do our changing lifestyles, maybe more people living in cities, working longer hours, traveling more, how does that change what pet owners need? What new services will emerge because of how we live?
Interesting angle. Okay, number 7. This one feels very practical, very essential. Repair services.
The fixers.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely essential.
The core idea seems simple. Things break, People need them fixed.
It is simple, yet profound. And its evergreen nature comes from that inevitability. Electronics fail, clothes rip, pipes leak, cars break down, appliances stop working. It's a fact of life.
And most of us can't fix that stuff ourselves.
Exactly. We lack the skills, the specialized tools, sometimes just the time or inclination, so we rely on experts.
And this isn't really about trends, is it?
Not at all. It's about craftsmanship, technical skill, problem solving, and crucially, like cleaning services, it's built on trust and reliability. When your washing machine floods the kitchen, you need someone dependable, fast.
You need someone you can count on.
Right. And that reputation for trustworthy, quality work is gold. It often leads to strong local referrals, which means you might not need to spend a fortune on advertising. Your satisfied customers do the marketing for you.
What kinds of repair businesses are we talking about?
A huge range. Carpentry for home repairs, renovations, plumbing, electrical work. Those are critical skilled trades. Electronics repair, phones, laptops, TVs, appliance servicing, extending the life of major purchases, shoe repair, clothing alterations, auto mechanics. The list goes on.
It feels like there's a sustainability angle here too, doesn't it? Fixing instead of replacing.
Absolutely. That's a fascinating aspect. Repair services inherently support a circular economy. They reduce waste, conserve resources, extend the lifespan of goods. That aligns really well with growing environmental awareness.
So it's good for the planet and good for business.
Potentially, yes. Which brings up the challenge, though.
The challenge.
How do repair services adapt to modern products? Things are getting more complex, more integrated, sometimes designed not to be easily repaired.
Yeah.
Think smartphones, modern cars with complex electronics.
The right to repair movement touches on that.
Exactly. That movement actually supports independent repair businesses.
Yeah.
But the technical challenge remains. How do repairers stay skilled up on constantly evolving, sometimes proprietary technology?
Yeah.
That's the hurdle and the opportunity for specialization.
Always evolving. Okay, number 8 is something that feels very now, but you argue it's evergreen. Content creation.
Yes, absolutely evergreen in the digital age.
Why? Content feels like it changes so fast. What's viral today is forgotten tomorrow.
The specific pieces of content might be fleeting, sure, but the underlying human demand for content, for information, entertainment, connection, inspiration, that's constant. People are always searching, scrolling, watching, listening.
Content is king, as they say.
It really is, in the sense that it fuels the internet. We're perpetually consuming it. And the beauty now is the democratization.
Meaning anyone can be a creator.
Pretty much. If you have a passion, a skill, a unique perspective, a story to tell, you have the potential to create content and build an audience around it. Your thoughts, your expertise that can literally become your paycheck.
Through what platforms?
So many options. Long videos on YouTube, short, snappy stuff on TikTok or Instagram Reels, written articles on a blog or platform like Medium, in-depth audio like this, deep dive via podcasts, email newsletters, building a direct relationship, visuals on Pinterest.
And how does that turn into a business? Just getting views.
Views are the start, building that audience. But monetization comes in layers. Once you have engagement, you can attract sponsorships from brands. You can use affiliate marketing, recommend products you trust, and get a commission.
Selling your own stuff too.
Definitely. That's often the long-term goal for many creators. Selling digital products like ebooks, courses, templates, or even physical merchandise related to your brand or niche.
What's the key to making it work? Do you have to be famous?
Not at all. Consistency is far more important than chasing viral fame. Showing up regularly for your audience. Being helpful, providing value, being authentic, honest, real.
Building trust again.
Absolutely. Building that loyal community that trusts your voice. That's what makes it sustainable long-term, regardless of algorithm changes or platform shifts.
But it's crowded out there, isn't it? How do creators stand out and maintain quality?
That's the big question, isn't it? With everyone being a potential creator, how do you maintain authenticity? How do you ensure quality? How do you build a real business model, not just a hobby? That takes strategy, dedication, and often learning the business side, not just the creative side.
Makes sense. Okay, number 9 takes us to solid ground, literally, real estate.
Land. As Mark Twain supposedly said, buy land, they're not making it anymore.
Exactly. It feels like one of the oldest forms of wealth building. Why is it evergreen?
Because the fundamental need is perpetual. Shelter. People always need places to live. Businesses need places to operate offices, shops, warehouses. We need space.
It's a basic necessity.
Absolutely. And because of that constant demand and the finite supply of desirable locations, it's historically been a very enduring way to build long-term wealth, often seen as a hedge against inflation too.
But isn't it super expensive to get into? Don't you need loads of cash?
That's a common perception. But there are actually various entry points. You don't necessarily need millions to start.
Like what?
Well, you could start by learning the ropes, maybe working for an agent, a property manager, a developer, understanding the market.
Getting experience first.
Right. Then, maybe your first step is buying a small rental property, a condo, a small house. Start generating passive income. Or, if you have the skills and risk appetite, maybe house flipping, buying, renovating, selling.
Or becoming an agent yourself.
That's another path. A service-based entry into the industry, earning commissions by helping others buy and sell.
So it's a long game?
Generally, yes. It's usually not quick riches. It requires patience, research, understanding market cycles. But it's often considered a very smart long-term strategy. Well-located, well-managed property tends to appreciate over time.
And technology is changing things here too, right? Like Airbnb.
Completely. Platforms like Airbnb have revolutionized short-term rentals. Suddenly, your spare room, your vacation home, even your primary residence while you're away can become an income-generating asset. It adds a whole new layer of possibility for property owners.
Makes it more flexible.
Yes, and potentially more lucrative on a per-night basis, though it requires more active management. We're also seeing things like real estate crowdfunding platforms, fractional ownership, making it easier for smaller investors to get a piece of the pie.
That's more than just buildings, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Real estate is deeply tied to location, community, economic development, infrastructure, which leads to the big future question.
What's that?
How will things like remote work changing, where people want to live, evolving family structures, and especially climate change, rising sea levels, extreme weather, how will those massive forces reshape real estate values and opportunities in the coming decades? That's something anyone entering the field needs to think about.
Huge considerations. Okay, number 10 feels directly linked to almost every other business we've discussed. Digital marketing services.
The great connector, yes, absolutely vital today.
Why evergreen? Marketing tactics change all the time, don't they? SEO rules, social media platforms.
The tactics evolve constantly, yes. You have to keep learning. But the fundamental need is permanent. Every business needs customers.
Can't survive without them.
Exactly. And where are those customers today? Overwhelmingly online. Searching on Google, scrolling social media, reading reviews, watching videos.
So if a business isn't visible online,
it's practically invisible to a huge chunk of its potential market. And online presence isn't optional anymore. It's critical infrastructure. That's why helping businesses get found and connect with customers online is an evergreen service.
You're providing the lifeline, essentially.
In many ways, yes. Digital marketing is how modern commerce happens.
What kind of services does that involve?
A whole suite. Search engine optimization, or SEO, getting businesses ranked higher in Google search results. That's complex, involving technical site structure, content keywords, links.
Running online ads.
Yes. Managing paid advertising campaigns on platforms like Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, targeting specific audiences very precisely.
Content is part of it too.
Huge part. Creating blog posts, videos, social media updates that attract and engage customers. Managing a company's social media presence across different platforms. Email marketing, building lists, and nurturing leads. Analytics, tracking what works and what doesn't.
Sounds like you need a lot of skills.
You need to specialize, usually. But the good news is you can start relatively small. Offer services to local businesses first. Maybe even do a project for free or cheap just to build a case study.
Get those results to show potential clients.
Exactly. Results are everything in this field.
Yeah.
If you can demonstrably show a business owner that you increased their leads or sales, they will pay for that. Your track record matters more than a fancy degree.
So you build a portfolio, get referrals, raise your rates, maybe specialize further.
That's the typical growth path. And it leads to the next big question here. How will AI change digital marketing?
Oh yeah. AI is everywhere now.
It's already automating parts of ad buying, content generation, analytics. So the role of the digital marketer is shifting, maybe less manual tweaking, more high-level strategy, creative thinking, interpreting the AI's output. Adapting to AI is the next frontier for this field.
Fascinating. Okay, number 11 sounds like fun. Subscription box services.
Yes, the monthly surprise package. Very popular model.
Why does this one have evergreen potential? Isn't it just a trend?
It taps into some really fundamental consumer desires that aren't going away. First, convenience. Getting curated items delivered to your door saves time and effort.
No need to shop around.
Right. Second, personalization. When the box feels tailored to your tastes, whether it's beauty products, snacks, books, or coffee, it feels more valuable and satisfying.
Makes you feel understood.
Exactly. And third, the element of discovery, the surprise. People enjoy trying new things, unboxing something unexpected each month. It's a little dopamine hit.
So convenience, personalization, discovery, that's the magic formula?
That seems to be the core appeal. And you see it applied to almost every niche imaginable now. Skincare boxes, book boxes, coffee boxes, international snack boxes, craft kits, even boxes for pets.
Dog toy boxes. I've seen those.
Yep, the variety is huge. If there's a passionate niche audience, someone's probably thought of a subscription box for it.
How would you start something like this? Seems logistically complex.
It can be, but you can start lean. Pick a very specific theme, something you know well. Source some unique, high-quality products that fit that theme and offer good value. Maybe start with a small number of subscribers.
Test the waters.
Exactly. The real key to making it sustainable, though, isn't just finding cool products. It's about building a strong brand and a sense of community around the box.
Community. How?
Through social media, maybe an online forum, exclusive content, making subscribers feel like they're part of something special, connected to other people with the same interest. That drives loyalty and reduces churn people canceling their subscription.
So it becomes more than just a box of stuff.
That's the goal. It shifts from just selling products to building relationships. That's where the long-term stability comes from. But it raises the challenge.
Always a challenge.
How do you maintain that feeling of personalization and community as you scale up? How do you avoid it feeling generic when you have thousands of subscribers?
Yeah.
That's tough. And managing the sourcing, packing, shipping logistics efficiently is crucial too.
Lots to juggle. Okay, finally, number 12. This feels very empowering. Freelancing and consulting.
Leveraging your own skills directly. Yes, incredibly powerful and definitely evergreen.
Why evergreen? Isn't the gig economy sometimes seen as precarious?
It can have its challenges, for sure, income fluctuation, benefits, etc. But the underlying demand for specialized skills is constant. Businesses and individuals always need expertise they don't have in-house.
Filling the gaps.
Exactly. Or providing an objective outside perspective, whether it's writing, design, coding, marketing strategy, financial advice, project management. There's a perpetual need for skilled professionals who can deliver specific results.
And you're your own boss.
That's a huge appeal for many. The flexibility, the autonomy, choosing your projects, setting your hours, working from anywhere potentially. It offers a level of control traditional employment often doesn't.
So it's about selling your expertise directly.
Precisely. It's client-centric. You succeed by building trust and delivering tangible value, solving specific problems for your clients.
What kind of fields does this cover?
Almost anything skill-based. Writing copy, content, technical, graphic design, branding, web, print, programming, web development, marketing, social media, SEO, ads, financial consulting, business strategy, project management, virtual assistants. The list is vast and growing.
And how does it grow? You start freelancing, then what?
Typically, you start by building a portfolio, getting testimonials. As your reputation grows, you can increase your rates. You become more selective about projects. You might specialize further within your niche.
Become known as the go-to person for X.
Exactly. Build a strong personal brand. From there, some freelancers scale up by creating an agency, hiring other freelancers to work with them. Taking on bigger projects, others might develop products based on their expertise, like courses or templates.
So it's a pathway with different roads.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But it all starts with leveraging that core skill and building trust, which brings us back to the challenge you mentioned.
The precariousness.
Right. How do freelancers navigate the feast or famine cycle? How do they handle taxes, insurance, retirement planning? How do they effectively price their services to reflect their true value in a market that can sometimes push rates down? Mastering the business of freelancing is just as important as being good at the skill itself.
Being a good business owner, not just a good writer or designer.
Precisely. That's the key to making it a sustainable long-term career.
Wow. Okay. So that's 12 really solid evergreen business ideas. We've covered a lot of ground from, basic needs like food and clothing, right through to digital services and leveraging your own expertise.
A good mix, definitely showing the breadth of opportunity.
And the main takeaway seems to be that these are real opportunities, right? They're based on solving actual problems people have day in, day out.
Exactly. Rooted in fundamental needs, not fleeting desires.
So let's be super clear with everyone listening. This isn't about quick fixes, is it? No get-rich-quick promises here.
Absolutely not. These require work, dedication, strategy.
They demand consistency, thinking things through, and really focusing on providing genuine value to your customers or clients.
Commitment is key.
So the message for you listening right now is maybe to think about which of these resonates, which one aligns with something you're passionate about or skilled in. What sparks your curiosity?
Finding that intersection of need, skill, and passion.
And don't feel like you have to launch something huge overnight. The advice seems to be start small, test your idea, get feedback, iterate.
Take that first step. Action is crucial.
Just get started, stay consistent, and don't get bogged down trying to make it perfect before you even launch. Consistency beats perfection in the long run.
Well said. Keep moving forward.
Okay, so maybe a final thought to leave everyone with. Something to mull over.
Yeah, building on that idea of fundamental needs. Here's something for you to think about. We know basic human needs for food, shelter, connection, health, knowledge. They don't really change over centuries.
Right.
So the question becomes, how might you identify the next innovative way to meet one of these timeless demands? Maybe it's using new technology. Maybe it's spotting a shift in society that creates a new angle on an old need. Maybe it's a more sustainable or ethical approach.
Looking beyond just repeating what exists.
Exactly. Think about how you could meet an enduring need in a novel way. Not just for profit, though, that's important, but maybe to create a truly lasting positive impact as well. How can you innovate on the evergreen?
Innovate on the evergreen. I like that. A fantastic challenge to ponder. Thank you so much for tuning into this deep dive with us today. We really appreciate you spending your valuable time here. And hey, if this conversation sparked some ideas or maybe helped clarify something for you, we'd love it if you'd consider subscribing or perhaps sharing this with a friend who might be thinking about starting something new. Leaving a review helps too.
It really does help others find the show.
It absolutely does. So until next time, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep believing in your own journey. Take care.